Hello, hello. Got Jyderup, believe it's pronounced, against Glitchtech boys. Best of 3, starting on Glitchtech's pick of Overpass. He's starting on T side, Fast B execute already coming in. Already obtained the site as well. But a good pop flash on short. Be able to get one, and they're trying to fully rotate from the T entrances. But now they're able to hold both of them down as Rainia gets a double. Finally taken out, but Prince handles the sole CT player. Kinky with one. And Official Tops is the last one left remaining. Glitchtech's able to take the first round. USP of Official Tops was damaged as well, so can't get free helmet armor even off of it. Stuck with how things are at the moment. And they're throwing some A utility bait, but it's been an A stack, so as they rush into this B site past the monster smoke, they'll be able to clear it out. So there's just a Soul Deagle on Glocky on the A site, or looking towards heaven. They'll all start to rotate, but realistically set up to save these weapons due to the force. Prince will hear one trying to find one in T spawn, punishing that aggression on the exits. With that, Thugger is able to follow up and find one. Glocky with the second. But what they need to take is the weapons. Kinky will deny anything stolen from T-Spawn. Hasn't been any weapons stolen just yet. As things continue. But it looks like Glocky's able to take a second on Aux holding CT. With that, will be able to pick up an AK for herself. Rainia almost dying due to it. To his scout, but looks like he's able to survive. Costly round for Glitchtech, but most of the forced weapons have been lost and no rifle recovered from the 2 frags Glocky got in this round. Alright, it looks like Vision's able to take Thugger down early and just rushing into this B site, knowing the eco, trying to get all these frags. 2 hiding Graffiti will be able to catch him by surprise, get him in the back, and find a second with them all stacked up together. Nade will take one, doesn't finish Tops just yet, but Equip's able to find another double dink kill. But they're both so low, but it is a 2v2. Going to be hard to find this with how low their HP is. To be taken out, but they certainly make what was almost in a full save entirely very scary for Glitchtech to correctly convert. Looks just now, that first true full buy coming in finally for Jyderup on the 4th round. Able to get an AUG even in place. Full utility, some of it already being spent. Some control, and this Molly B will deny initial push. Glitchtech going for a familiar contact play on the force buy, though they've kept going B to push the issue and see if they can keep bullying into the site. No picks for either side just yet. Prince flashed off the angle as he was shooting the Toxic Barrels player that's still hiding there. One of them's been finally taken out, but Rainia pushes too far. Bombs dropped in the water. There's an awkward gap in the smoke that he's pushed across, but Aux just jumps through it to find one. Sorensen to get the trade, making it a 2-on-3. But bomb under Jyderup's control. Trying to get info, gets tagged down to 48, but does find Vision, evening up score. Issue is Tops is going all the way around for a flank through T-spawn. with this being known and Heaven being smoked off. It's planted for Heaven. And with a pop flash from Prince, they clear Monster. Take down Official Tops completely blind, and Sorensen taken out by Prince as he pushes through Heaven. That a consistent 2 alive and a solid 4-0 start from Glitchtech. And to see what Jyderup will do to try to adjust in the next round. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the lovely HUD right now. And looks like timeout, probably tactical. They don't have too much they can enforce with, but they can try to decide what they want to eco and handle with. Looks like a couple Deagles and HE double smokes. Already throwing the first one towards Monster. And now after these 4 straight rounds of B aggression, they're immediately going for A control, and the stack from Jyderup gets completely caught out. At the wrong place for the stack once again. This time it's a lot more of a slow pace. Trying to not risk any weapons too early. Rounds have gotten sketchy. But with the slow pace, it means the stack's been able to rotate. And I think the shoulder of Top stuck through the smoke. So Vision catches him out. Takes him down. And Rainio's ready for the boost. Gets one. Almost gets the double. Equip barely survives due to the metal sheets from the connector wall. And then it's still already a 3v5 for Jyderup. Looks like the potential for them to get this round is already very dim. Glitchtech prepped for a 5-0 lead to start. And Princess Hard clearing this angle and able to win the duel on Zoran as well. Gets tagged once by the Deagle at Truck, but his position is known. Able to catch Prince out, but Alex able to get the trade immediately, making it a 1v4 as Equip's able to take one out. Rainio will immediately rotate, get the bomb save. Made it 1v3, but still little he can do here. Looks like he's going to try to rotate long and catch someone being aggressive on a peek. Instead, we'll have to take the engagement himself. And already setting up for a pop flash just to go aggressive, but it's too deep. Shots miss, except for the second. Last bullet, able to land it on Vision, meaning only 2 more AKs left alive. And they're making sure these weapons are tossed where they explode away from Equip and can't get away with anything. Bomb plant. Bank will be the safest place for at least one of them to go, but Alex does give an opportunity for Equip to take him down. Or even worse, dying to the bomb means he can go and pick up this AK, but doesn't get it in time. So it's not even an AK stolen over. Soren's able to pick up an op, but they're currently down 0-5. See, full M4s and utility. They need to start getting at least a CT round, start making sure this economy gets destroyed. There's only barely any holding on for Glitchtech due to low player survival throughout the rounds. And a good nades harassing Vision and Alex down to 50 and 34. And even now, they're willing to immediately go back for a B play. 4 players on the site already. Throw tons of utility and keep them at bay. Making a very awkward stalemate, them stuck in Monster, and even denying what could be an escape. Forcing them into these engagements. Multiple flashes to go across. Thugger and Top able to get one each. Vision able to get one to trade. But still a 2v4, and Vision's already down to 7 HP. Bomb stuck in the middle of open. Outside Monster. They already have 2 people holding this Monster angle. Shadow can be seen. Vision taken down with just a single round. Here. And they just have 3 M4s now just staring at it. But one of them goes aggressive, gives an opportunity for Prince to take one, but Equip will be fast enough to push behind him and get the trade. Jyderup able to get their first round finally. No bomb plant. Might be iffy for one of the Glitchtech players. Unless they can handle their money and it's balanced correctly, which it is. A little bit low utility on some of the players. Overall, they're still fine for this next one. Be important for Jyderup to convert the 2-0. Might end up left on a save once again. Looks like they're immediately changing up the pace. Going fast, trying to get bathrooms control, keeping it smoked. But trying to be careful getting this long contact. And with it, two players have proactively rotated to this A site after stacking on B for the initial gamble. Not seeing anything else at the moment. Question is if they try to search for information. Looks like it's an off-angle in a trash can and a flash from Equip to try to look towards long with this AWP. But timings have been found. There's already one player up. Top's able to use the off-angle to catch the sole short player, but Alex able to catch them exposed. And Equip's just trying to hide on the side here and catch players crossing. They're left with little CT controls that smoked off, and Kinky lurking behind him. These two short players are surrounded by Kinky and turned to just one, as Vision's hunting for the other. And now it's just the two sole CT. Little they can do, but they're already dedicated to this. But immediately starting to run away, at least one of them, to try to bait them to go away from the site and catch the back of Alex. Good play. All these players positioned towards long. Rainiel will just deny the first. And with all that damage, Glocky now actually running away. Good tactic to catch a player. But with 3 still alive, should be enough that Glitchtech start continuing building some more cash. With only one weapon alive, they can go for a force, but it'll be a very interesting mixed buy coming in. See, looks like they're going to call a timeout to decide what they want to do. The bright side is they do have a hero AK on Glocky to play around. And they should certainly invest some cash in all their players regardless. So they will get a buy in the next. Need to use their money effectively. Certainly set in not the best position. Glitchtech being dominant in their T side as they have been. Already up 6-1 in these first 7 rounds. This now going to her 8. They decide to go for the full force. Able to handle tossing their economy together. So the weakest weapons are the FAMAS and an MP9. The sole SMG in play could be interesting. Trying to default it a little. Though misreading. There's 2 pushing short stacked together. They want to get water control. And with that, Glocky's trying to spam towards Monster. It's the bomb just leaning towards B alone, with just Kinky holding it. And so on the risk, they're about to try to retake B short with the flashbang. Soren's caught looking the wrong way, but that means it's up to Thugger to get the double, but finds it with just the MP9. Barely still alive, but alive enough. Means this is an awkward 3v4 situation, and there's a lurk all the way on A. Can catch out the 2 A players once again if the right timing's found. And with the lack of noise, these B players are playing retake preemptively as well. Trying to not get caught in the open. Lurk of Prince caught at just the wrong moment. It's a 2v4. Plenty of space given to them, though. There's no op to hold Heaven from safely. So they're just playing a crossfire retake on B. They're willing to give them the site. Short currently not under their control either. But it appears Glitchtech's aware of that concern, smokes for it. And Kinky's been able to see the head of one. Takes one down early. Here's shots of the second towards CT. And Vision just rushes him down, quickscopes him with the op. And now it's suddenly a 2v2 situation. Jyderup can slip this up. And Top's making lots of noise, but able to get vision just in time as he's already low HP. Kinky just trying to hold towards the water. And able to take the first, but Tops knows his position. Able to get the trade. Doesn't have a defuse kit, but has enough time that it should be fine. And Jyderup will barely recover the second in a very scary fashion, and able to take an op, which would be very important. And going for the BM, despite being 4 rounds down, I like it. And we're immediately into another timeout. I'm not exactly sure which team's doing this. Though likely Jyderup, as they know they have to follow up after this one. Then again, money's weak on at least Reyna, so there might be 1 or 2 weak weapons on this next purchase. Could be trying to get that resolved and figured out. Minimum loss bonus and the 2 lost rounds being close enough together that totals are starting to be shown. But that won't stop Prince from buying up a Mac 10. Still nothing bought up for Glocky. Maybe waiting for the end of round, pressing a bind, dedicate to it. We're seeing purchases slowly gather up for Glitchtech. AK. And then another purchase. Alks with the Tech 9. And it looks like they're turning this into a half buy. And they're going to try to get the win while conserving money. So they'll have a buy in the next and respect Jyderup getting the second. And just try to use lower tier weapons to try to get away with a stolen round. I started exploiting it in this round they just recently lost, but I like to see that there's more connector control, as that's been very uninvolved for either team until the previous round. Try to retake water. Up to Tops to try to stop this A rush. And they've gone back to a default. And the first molly has landed towards Monster as it's been thrown too deep. And Tops is going aggressive for info. Meaning Sin can rotate through connector with ease. Whip's been able to see 3 towards this position. But execute nades all thrown in now. It may be a half buy, but it is a full execute. And Prince is able to go behind the Monster players, taking them both down. Already a 5-on-3. Other player denied, and now it's a 2v5. Tops trying to get there, but it's caught without his weapon initially. So he's spotted towards Monster, able to get a double, responding to the Tracer's vision. Able to even it up to a 3-on-2. But Kinky's still holding from water. Tops have to be perfectly prepared for this. Seen bunny hopping across. Brought down to 49, and Kinky able to finish the frag. Meaning it's just Soren on this op. Likely wants to quietly walk away to try to save it. Trying to hold in case someone tries to exit his way. Wants to make sure he gets to hold on to his op. And with a very mixed buy, but a solid execute coming in, Glitchtech able to steal away a 7th now. And build this lead even further. To see how things continue. This means now Jyderup are still in a similar situation as before. They're starting to get rounds on the board, but not able to get 2 in a row, start building up some cash or anything. So they're left to another, like, force or eco situation. Being forced into the pistol eco. A deal, couple of 5.7s, it appears. Or a 5.7 in P250s. And the Opera of Sin's already been burned down to 31, trying to find that early pick. So we'll have to see how that impacts things. These AKs effectively become far more deadly to handle the op. But Top's able to peek just aggressively to find the top of Prince and take it off of this round. And it's just a slow contact along with 3 of these players stacked up together. Glocky setting up to be the first contact. Needs to find the headshot with the first and spam them down with this 5-7. Execute nades to the basic sort, getting taken in, and Glocky ends up blinded, not able to find any. Vision's holding for a potential lurk, but aims above Equip as he walks up the ground. And Rainia gets traded out, meanwhile Zoran finds one, and Thugger runs onto the site, meaning Kinky's left in a 1v3. Rifles on all of these players, and bomb in their control. Kinky trying to get information, playing very different trade angles. He can see the AK sticking out right behind him, but doesn't notice it. And the op's able to trade him out. It's an unfortunate situation, but Jyderup able to take away a round of their own. But plenty of money, and it's going to cause Glitchtech to likely do the same thing, and we start some Force Wars. Well, I'd say Force Wars, but they don't have to invest too much to be just as scary as the CTs. So they get a couple of sets of half armor as well as their pistols, and even a full AK to work with. Enough for Zen to pre-smoke Khan early, but instead they're doing a fast play towards A, not respecting any of the smokes or utility. Rainia not able to win the first duel. Glocky able to anchor from the site, getting a double. As Alex is able to take down Tops. But immediately, two more CTs are already rotating here. Both these players do have rifles. Nade's in a good position, besides the fact no one's there. Won't find any damage. Glocky's trying to catch this first player. Not connecting the headshots till just now, and Glocky with Thugger going aggressive will be able to clear out the remaining two, and Jyderup start recovering this half now with a fourth. But because of the buying management situation, there should be just another buy coming in once again, and a true full one that Jyderup has to contest to deny an eighth and a 1/2 from being brought over. Have to see. And they're willing to have Vision hold as Kinky walks up forward. They're aware of the possibility of the op here. Don't flash towards him, so he's able to find the first. Still holding towards water, just now starting to reposition more passively. But still towards B short. Thugger maintaining that B monster smoke. Giving Vision cover to look around and hold for anyone pushing towards B. Space given they want to lean towards this way, but it's three players essentially stacked right next to this monster tunnel. Soren's holding short just in case. But they are staring this tunnel down. I'm not sure if they've seen the one player down in monster, but they will see Prince take him out. And now it's a 3-on-5. Situation getting more dire by the second as Thugger gets another, and Soren with a second pick. With it, Alex is left alone. 4 players now towards this B site, heavily leaning there. And even the other player rotating through from Khan. Alex able to take him out. But Equip's already pushed into Monster and taken down Alex. Bomb T-spawn be denied. Jyderup able to get a 5th. Which makes the pressure grow a little bit. Seems Jyderup have figured up enough and set up appropriately to be able to respond to Glitchtech effectively. Glitchtech are stuck with another pistol once again. True one. And the Molly burning a lot of them down to 30. Trying to push through it too quickly. And Top's able to hold connector successfully, taking down Rainia. Does get dinked by the P250, but able to get away safely. Oh, Kinky is safely lurking in water. Forcing if there's any connector rotations that they can be punished. Looks like they're setting up for a sneaky boost outside long. And able to see the Opper, not able to connect the shot on him. Certainly trying to find this duel. Kinky just hiding in the water cubby. Going towards Calm, but Prince is able to catch one isolated on the A site. Top's able to respond with the trade. It's up to Zoran to catch the back of Prince, as Kinky's the last one left remaining alive, just trying to find any more damage. Gets denied. And with 4 weapons saved, Jyderup up to 6. starting to be in a good position to finish off this half strong. Looks like smoke grenade being thrown towards Monster early. Trying to play towards this anti-B and default A utility. Trying to stop any rushes of any sort and any kind of trouble. Been able, through a flashbang, able to force both short smokes being thrown from these players. With all the harassment thrown, they're already starting to lean towards A. Tops is already ready for the retake, but the site's already being taken. Running through, finding a timing through the smoke. Alex is able to catch Soren. Equip's able to flick and quickly get the second. Rainier is able to trade, making it a 3v3 after plant situation. All three trying to retake from CT. Nade directly lands on Rainier, bringing him down to 21. But Vision getting burnt alive, having to push through, trying to get aggressive pick, but instead gets caught out for it. They have Vision of Kinky with full HP. Tops knows they have to worry about long here. Lucky's left completely blind, but able to eventually find the frag, desperately spraying. Top's trying to get at just the right time to peek Rainier. They'll be able to clutch once again. 3 players still alive. And even up this score miraculously, 7-7. Now we handled giveaways will be handled through Nightbot and will be shown on stream for confidence as well. Don't have to worry about any of that. But one more round, and it looks like they're willing to go fast B or set up for it, but instead slowing down now. Having to respect the molly, they then get smoked off. 2 players now aggressive in water. They have a full 3 on B. 4 rather. But essentially 3 players peeking towards this water area. Just now giving up control of it. Soren's trying to find information, playing around the restrooms with the AWP, keeping all rifles on B. Unsure what to be prepared for. And Glocky's been able to find 2 towards Monster and going aggressive to find a 3rd. Just growing some confidence at the end of this half and just single-handedly taking away this 8th round. So Jyderup are able to take the lead before switching to the T side. Now Glitchtech, with only a round down from a very strong started T half to continue to build and get the lead once again through the CT side. We're on just pause for a minute. See what's going on as they're just messing around. Hopefully everyone's having a good time enjoying the first map. Put us in a more relaxed environment as we're waiting. Wait, more. Yep, just roll and make sure all giveaway conditions are helped and shared while waiting for this next half to start. Between 4Ks and aces and high viewer counts, plenty of ways to get more extra skins given away out to people. And even just skins given away just for wins itself. Plenty of ways to be able to potentially get a skin of your choice. But yeah, in case anything's for, it's to celebrate impressive plays from our team. No offense to Jyderup, but we're not going to celebrate their success on our stream, if that makes sense. And we're able to go live second half. Check down a single round on the first map pick of overpass. Be up to Jyderup, setting up to go out A early. 4-man B stack with Rania just trying to find contact on A in case there is any. Going for a safer position, just trying to watch connector and restrooms. See if anyone goes from party or fountain. If you're not seeing anything for about another 15 seconds, goes back even further. But this is space given to the T's so they can explode onto this A site. 4 are still stacked towards B. This becomes more dangerous as Rania's just playing passive looking at long now. And Vision is plus writing in water. Just chilling. But with all those smokes thrown, information's given away. Rania, the only one on the site, taken out by Glocky. Being stuck. With it, Alex trying to pre-fire and clear angles. They do have the smoke for the bomb. And even the defuse kit as well. The stick immediately happening as all of the players are trying to stand in front of him. And even though everyone dies on Glitchtech trying to defend Alex, the bomb is defused. And they're able to win a very important pistol round. Yep. Too passive a retake. Clock's not able to spam down as they were so distracted on the other players. But with it, and the fact that there was a bomb plant, forced out 3 Galils, 2 MAC-10s, and a decent enough utility for a basic buy. But with the door being blown out by Alex, you can get information. There's multiple players towards here. MP9 can barely connect through all that thick wood. The loss would be far more effective. Nade's a little bit late. And Alex throwing a monster smoke just in case. So it appears Tops is positioned towards there, and they're interested in leaning towards B at the end of it. So the bomb itself is holding towards Con. And Thugger's caught switching his MAC-10 out. Able to get the trade, but takes his teammate out in the progress to make it a trade. And only has 7 HP himself. Means Glocky having to worry about behind. There's going to rotate T through T-spawn now. And water control's been gained by Vision. Thugger's trying to cause some commotion and distraction. Able to keep 2 on this B site for the moment. Even a deep nade. Almost able to connect. But Vision's been caught out early. Kiki's position's known too. Only able to find 1. The Galil's hard clearing out Vision. This becomes a 3v2 retake. In favor of Jyderup, rather. So they're trying to stick the plant. Any smoke spam doesn't connect. But the flashbang does. Soren still able to find the first. Second is known. Galil can certainly finish him off. 2 of these players so low, but with Tops taking the initial of the engagement, they're able to keep all 3 Galils alive with a collective 116 HP. Be unfortunate. But with that, that's a successful second round stolen from Jyderup. Glitchtech forced to respect it on the CTs. But instead, willing to try to force back. Kinky and Vision just trying to save some money for additional utility. Or possibly an op for Prince in the future. Looks like the round's trying to be played slow by Jyderup. Trying to hold for anyone pushing connector. And able to clear out Vision with a short shoulder peek. Trying to hold towards the right side piping. Immediate smoke on restrooms. And trying to clear out connector. Heavy amount of mollies and even another HE. And a third Molotov for good measure. They've thrown every single molly they have to clear out restrooms and long potentially. Or connector rather. Long they've kept open, having 2 players clear right now. And it's Prince alone with just a deagle against 2. Taking first contact, able to find the first. Looks away before the second is there. So not able to react to the trade, though almost lands it despite that. With those 2 picks found, looks like they're prepping to take A. Glitchtech leaning towards the B stack, but certainly towards the wrong side at this point. So Glocky throws a smoke for CT dumpster. Covered, and flashbangs to run in and clear this site. No one there, they're able to get it without any cost. They get put in an after plant. Glitchtech likely to just save these deagles for the next. No reason to lose these if they have to eco once again. And see what goes on. It's very relaxed half, but looks like Jyderup have been able to build up back into this first map. Dominant lead, able to figure out what's going on and use the confidence to start trying to bully Glitchtech back. May become more and more challenging. Could see if that risk ends up haunting Glitchtech for the second round, for rather the third round reinvestment after losing the second. Now they keep around 2,000 each. Get a full buy in the next. Still just Eagles, Vision sticking with USP, same with Prince. I believe the only difference is Kinky grabbed a set of armor for half armor for himself, so he had the cash to do so. Glocky hard clearing B initially, and they run into this A stack, but only one found so far. He finds an individual pick, and Thugger's able to pre-fire and clear out all of long. I mean, there's just one left of Alks hiding in the restroom, able to catch tops, but Thugger will get a second of himself. With that, Jyderup up 11-8. Have to see what the next move is as the purchase go through. Vision taking his usual op roll on the CT side. Appears to be having a rough game to start. Early molly to deny water control. Force utility to be used. And nade, for some reason, doesn't connect on the door. Needs a second one thrown in this case. And Kinky able to react. But Jyderup's able to get the double with the MAC-10. Players have half armor. Vision able to find one while blinded. And finds a second on the MAC-10. But the HE is enough to finish him off. And meanwhile, they set up to rotate A entirely. One player lurking towards water. Prince is willing to push Monster to get this information if they're going somewhere else. And Alex is already on the rotate. So he walks through, might be able to catch one. Tags Thugger down to 16 and knows they're running towards A now. Trying to be careful with the rotation, keeping the op just in case, but with that utility will confirm where they're going. And trying to catch the timing. Alex able to find one, though Soren is able to get the trade. Holding for the possibility the entire time. So it's a 1v2 retake with the AWP. Spam does connect a little. Prince down to 66. Shots firing gives position of 1. Doesn't know about the second, though. Gets burned down to 56. That'll give away his position. And it'll be enough to force Prince to go away and save. Jyderup able to go up 12-8 now. This will be a touch of a struggle on this CT side for the moment. Glitchtech. Jyderup following in the same fashion of a pretty good early T-round streak. I would assume, considering the history and how much I've watched, that it is Glitchtech. Unless they decided to be the one to pick Mirage. But they started with Overpass and were on T side, so it would make the most sense that that was their map pick. Hence the GT and JE on the side. Try to abbreviate the two teams. And it'll be a deco, but op still held for Prince. Go towards long. But Jyderup taking a familiar play. A contact B. Trying to lurk up water. Have multiple rifles to trade off of. And one of the Deagles is caught jumping. Now it's 4 players running through water all together. And Tops is able to take one by shooting through his teammate to take Alex down. Meaning it's just Vision and Prince. At least Prince likely to try to save with the op. Vision stuck with just the Deagle for the moment. And Vision able to find one, but AK far better spamming through the fence. He has to switch to the Glock, but takes one successfully. And now there's 2 players heading towards position. Now changes to just 1. Able to look away from the flash and take the pick on Thugger for his aggression. Tops throwing another flash. Looks like all 3 of these players want to try to hunt him down. Take this op away. Prince is able to land the flick, get one, and holding for them, trying to cross and push him further. After the pre-fire running away, and some kind of pre-fire shot landing on Prince, bringing him down to 16. And they're still trying to chase him further, almost taking him out. But Prince does prevail, able to save it. He had it. Now a double op setup is the adjustment made. Vision with one of his own. Once again, but Prince keeping his in the process. Trying to give more opportunities to get this early pick. Trading very similar damage to early A players. Looks like Prince will try to hold towards short. While Vision aggressively peeks towards playground. And able to catch Thugger alone. No punishment coming in. A lot of map control gained. All these players set up around connector. Except for Blocky, that's heading back to try to get the bomb. Very little of a connection against Kinky at the moment. But nade with the molly, but misses the upshot as he runs across. That error could be fatal as he's able to reposition towards the back of short now. Might still be able to get caught out by Tops. Making it a 4-on-4. Vision trying to hold A still just in case. No bomb's been seen. It looks like they're going to try to re-execute to their best of their ability. With the rest of the utility left. Alex able to get out of dodge of the spray towards Monster. Trying to take from sight and block Vision so they can cross through, but Prince is able to catch Equip as he runs straight into his crosshair. Soren with a fantastic flick onto Alex, but Prince is still holding for people pushing. Not able to land the flick, but neither does Soren until just now, able to finish him off with the P250. And the holding through the smoke's been done, so Zoran's able to catch him out. Vision able to get the quickscope trade. Glocky is aware of his position, able to win the duel before Vision can land the quickscope. And through sheer utter madness, Jyderup's almost about to take away this first map from Glitchtech. Up 14-8. It's like tactical pause for Glitchtech. Kind of weak money on most of these players, but Prince also has 8,000 for them to work with. Leaves them in an interesting situation. Wait and see for what's going on. And decide what to do. Certainly don't want to try to play for 7 CT rounds in a row, but can cost trying to go for a risky play as well. But all they need to do is be willing to take risk with this force buy and find opportunities. And things can change on a dime. Possibly giving just too much respect to Jyderup so they can get all the room to execute as they want. And we'll see the shoulder almost lining up. Prince able to flash them off long and get away with the initial pick. Glocky's trying to hold connector just in case. Door already blown up early. Get information on that position. Prince with an awkwardly missing smoke. Try to block off some short angles. Will be willing to push further. Looks like it'll be Thugger to end up swinging on him, but it's set up with the pop flash from Zoran to punish the aggressive op. Vision still able to get the trade from Khan. Doesn't seem to be aware of the player in connector. Tries to clear for him. Glocky almost gets caught out at the wrong time, but able to turn back around. Pop flashes to go out water. And Kiki waiting for a flashbang to handle anyone rushing through Monster. Alks is the main defense from water. First player towards Monster taken out. Meaning it's just the 2 towards short to try to take this B site. Just trying to block vision from all angles. Trying to get this site. Glocky audibly dropping down, but still able to win the duel against Alks. Brought down to 25, but still alive. And now it's up to Zorn to get the clutch. Dinked down, but it's a 1v1 with Reyna. Going to be forced for a potential bomb plant. Nade could finish him off if it lands right, but lands a bit too far. Information's been gained. Trying to dodge Deagle shots and able to spam him through the wood to finish it off. Barely held on to, but Reyna able to get the clutch and a team ace for Glitchtech eSports. Doesn't count as the same thing, but is still a successful play nonetheless. Teamwork contributing from everyone to get that round. Yep, they're still 5 rounds behind. Still plenty of money on Jyderup. Have to continue off of this. And still a weak buy in some of these players. But a good focus on utility. So they can hold locations the best they can. Molly towards Playground. But they still just push through from Fountain. And Vision goes aggressive even further. Willing to go towards the Playground himself. Trying to hunt this frag. And as they go to B, it's Soren left alone. Doesn't seem to be aware of the possibility of someone being towards Playground currently. Believe Vision's been scoped in this entire time. He's aware that he's right here, and he's just watching him move around. Not making a single sound, just calling information to his player and watching him. Uh-oh. He misses the first shot, able to land a headshot, no scope. In response afterwards. This appears not to be a no scope, actually. Stand correction. But Tops has been able to take down the first on B and a second as the smoke blooms onto Kinky. Now it's an awkward 2v2 situation once again. Nade won't go far enough to connect. Tops is down to 25 HP. Has to wait for Glocky to rotate with this bomb. Trying to smoke angles off. Deny the pre-fire. But Reyna is able to win the duel. Meaning Tops is left alone. And the bomb is outside of B short. Vision could line up with Reyna here if the timing is poor enough. Tops is indeed starting to push into them. But Vision with a quick op shot as he finds him. Take him out. And Glitchtech have recovered to double digits without losing another round. Map point not obtained yet for Jyderup. Glitchtech starting to gain some momentum back into this. Certainly normally difficult situation to win in, but they're in the position to start making things happen. Jyderup starting to get caught out, unable to find trades. And Prince is rushing long once again, just with an M4. And even able to get to Playground safely. And that's where the bomb carrier is taken out. Bomb control found as Vision gets an op pick of his own. And Bomb's left under control of T-Spawn with Prince. But hilariously enough, Jyderup's able to get behind Vision. Takes him down to get some revenge. But might be too little too late as this bomb's still left towards T-Spawn. They're being forced to use the rest of their utility just to clear out the bomb position. And Prince is even creeping up here. Flashbang's enough to make them go for this engagement. And Prince is just trying to run away and set for a better angle. And we'll take that as enough info and just gets out of it. Try to keep 4 alive and play safe. So they know now push towards long. Reyna should hear them soon enough and call this. Doesn't look like they're hard clearing long just the moment. And with them going connector, Reyna's gone immediately aggressive on the peak. And being willing to do this, especially with this flashbang, Reyna's going to be able to get behind them quickly. Kinky immediately with an HE to respond. And even a smoke as he tried to walk across with it. Kinky's able to isolate the duel with one, with Prince to get the other. That got smoked off by Kinky. And Glitchtech now up to 11, only 3 rounds behind. So it gets closer and closer. What looked like a map Jyderup's able to just steal away easily from Glitchtech is now turning into a scary game as Glitchtech's starting to come back and only barely behind them at this point. Looks like they're trying to go for a gamble, 4 towards water, trying to rush into B, but it's up to Alex to hold the spray, get 2 completely blind, Kinky to get a double of his own in response, meaning Jyderup's left alone in a 1v3, dodging AK shots, whipping the first op shot, but trying to play around all the utility, pre-firing Vision's position to take him out, has sound info towards 1, trying to one-tap these players, has no armor to play with. Both of them are trying to stick together, and Rainier using a wacky off angle on top of Toxic to safely get away with the frag. Did lose the op, which makes this a little bit more sketchy. Still be able to get it handed over, possibly not as they're focusing on the utility. But still able to get an AUG onto Vision. Close enough. Has the scoped rifle at least. Shenanigans get more awkward. Soren's able to run through the molly and wants to have that positional advantage. And this time, instead of rushing, Kinky's just hiding behind the first rock. So he's sure there'll be flashbangs and info. But willing to push it. Patience could be punished, but the op shot's missed. And Kiki sets up a pop flash and just smokes off long. Keeping control of it. Looks like Jyderup are already slowed down, just standing towards the fountain, and bombs heading towards B. Off of Kinky alone. Willing to harass to make it look like there's some short control they're obtaining. Scary thing is, with 3 rifles stacked towards short right now, there's only 1 retake player of Alex towards B. And with the little information and not seeing anyone, they need to rotate back, or this could be a very difficult 5v4 retake. Flash for himself, so they know where 1 player is towards the back of this B site. Trying to make sure to be quiet with this. But now info is starting to be looked for. Prince is starting to head behind them through the connector. Utility's just coming out, but all 4 players are rotating. Might be just a second too late, as the site's already been executed into. But Alex is able to find 1, as well as Prince with the flank onto 1. And Thugger trying to take the next on water. Able to find 1, but not a double. Being denied, and Prince even hunting for more. Sees the offer, gives away sound cue, but able to switch back to the AK in time. And Prince and Vision getting those last 2. And Glitchtech are now only 1 behind Jyderup, while previously being 8. And now things become very awkward, as it's a very weak buy from Jyderup if they try to force this to deny Glitchtech from getting 14 as well. Glitchtech are in a good position to get 14, and we're very close to going to all 30 rounds. And this is just for the first map. And considering how a lot of this has been aim reliant and a little bit on timings, Mirage is only going to be even more fantastic to follow this up, I'm willing to bet. And if we go to Inferno, oh god. Get ready for some crazy stuff. I don't think I'll be prepared for it. I'll probably be dying by the end of that. Just with love and panic. But instead, they're just gamble stacking 5B initially. Interesting plays to try to get the 14th. They're even still staying here. And Jyderup's strat was to throw a bunch of nades towards A, start running back towards B, but now are being very indecisive, deciding to head back towards A now. Maybe trying to bait out a pick. Rifles are stuck together. But with this smoke, should give enough info. Feels like it's been thrown too far. Not sure where that was supposed to land, but seems to have missed its mark. Tops tries to throw a pop flash for them to entry in. Alex able to find one. Out of ammo in the M4, but can just use the USP to take another. But has to worry about Glocky rushing the site with the Tech 9. Able to pre-fire the lineup and tap him down. They need to try to deny this plant. Fail to. But will at least successfully convert 14th. Not a little scary. 2 weapons still alive. Able to find the AWP and an AK. For the absolute pain made. Takes a second to find the bomb between various rebel props and other trouble. And even a little bit of defuse BM. Both teams doing really well to get to this point. Now things just tested even further. Glitchtech and Jyderup. 14-14. Both teams able to get buys out. And even with the minimal loss bonus, an alright buy should be able to come in from Glitchtech if this round was lost. But if they win it, buy is almost guaranteed. Glitchtech will be put on the back foot if Jyderup get the 15 first, but otherwise this is dead even. Only benefit Jyderup has is the massive loss bonus at this point. So as long as they get the bomb down this round, even if they lost it, wouldn't matter and they can get another just as strong buy-in. Look, the HUD may be a complete joke at the moment, but this game certainly as well is not. It's one thing about going connector. Here's some steps towards that direction, decides to surrender it. Playing A retake and 4 stacking on this A B site. With this stack, able to find a pick early. Let's find one. Gets taken down. Kinky getting traded out. Salix only has 14 points of HP as well. Good nade. Brings Thugger down to 83. Looks like they're starting to change their mind. No contact towards Playground. And for them, they don't know any damage done to Alex. So they're just treating this as a sign to go to A. Looks like they're very unsure, though. Bomb's just standing around in T-spawn. Alone, throwing a late smoke. Looks like they're now properly positioning to start heading towards A. Which will keep 3 stuck on this bomb site for the moment. Soren trying to carefully peek through the little pixel gap. That prop information, but Vision's willing to peek Monster and try to see if anyone's even close to there. And Prince is taking first contact. Caught running while trying to peek and get a second shot. Tagging Thugger down to 25, I believe. But they have lost the A site. Might not even be a bad idea to save if they prefer. Might explain the stack setup going on here. Want to confirm and guaranteed to get 15. Certainly have to eco and respect and give it to Jyderup first. But we still get all 30 at a minimum. No matter what happens at this point. Apologies, what's gonna happen eventually. Yeah, Prince getting caught out too early, not able to find any picks. Or even able to re-peek to get a second. Greed being punished there, possibly. It's like overall they're going to continue with a similar strat. They're going to have 4 towards B. And Prince getting solo information towards A. Assume he's going for the bench boost, but he's actually going completely aggressive towards Playground. And even peek Soren taking him out! What an insane shot from Prince. Just peeks into the hopper and just takes him out. No issue. Vision holding for Prince to able to rotate short safely. Throwing a flashbang. And this has stirred up Jyderup, where they're trying to go A once again now. And with this flashbang, Prince won't get blinded, but should be able to hear it and give that info away that they're trying to re-engage towards A. Prince is focused on connector. Even though he's using an op still, he gives no care about where he's going with this AWP. Just trying to clear and will eventually get caught out by Equip. With that, that's making them go towards B despite being a pick on an A player. So they recommunicate and change their mind quickly. But Fission still has the time to go aggressive here for a pick if he wants. Instead, just trying to keep restroom blocked for a second. Go for the info. They're playing slow to contact A, while Equip lurks on B, trying to catch players in rotation. Throwing a single heaven smoke and just throwing all of his utility to try to bait out. And even go for it himself. Be immediately denied, and with nothing else coming in, they know exactly what's going on. Fission being brought down to 11 HP. He lands a bit short. Trying to retake from Bank, and it's a 4v3 retake. Fission already left low to try to take back this A bomb site. And this could end up starting just like how it all began with the CT half with the Ninja defuse. But I don't think that's going to be the case here. There's no smokes available for them. So they have to go for these engagements. And Thugger lines up two of them. Fission and Alex with a poor timing. And Glocky able to take it away. An unfortunate afterplant situation. And Jyderup able to take away Glitchtech's eSports pick away barely 16 to 14. Okay, so funny thing, ESEA decided that I couldn't see the match starting and connect to a GOTV until after the first round's over. Just now. In favor of Glitchtech, thankfully for us to celebrate. But still annoyingly late nonetheless. So, apologies for that. It's not even able to show anything or them setting up for it because ESEA. So, apologies for that, but we're good to go. Can actually get this party started. Good old Mirage, and with Glitchtech to get that start, and a good deep molly towards apartments will deny this B contact play initially coming in. They already have Prince on the cat rotation, so they'll be set up with 3, and that nade will land on to Glocky and Thugger, bringing them down to 60. And another nade to go with it. Thugger brought down even lower, and they know it's a B play at this point. Just waiting. Kingy playing passive to line them up to get a double. Rania to get one himself. Prince getting a little bit of participation as Rania goes down. Top's trying to take it out of Prince. Able to catch Alex. Prince to take down good old Tops. Check 2-0, at least 3 alive. Good economy situation to start. And I just realized I never dealt with that giveaway for the last one, so sorry for that. I can't think of any funny predictions or anything for this one at just the moment. But it looks like the A waterfall is coming on in and being hard denied as Fission holds down for 3 and a 4th. That's a 4K from our boys. So that means 1 giveaway confirmed. We'll have to see. Looks like a deep smoke towards the apartments. Try to dissuade them. Be good enough to make them go underpass. Able to catch the first. But Prince is able to catch Surprise the second. And even is able to get the double. Up to 3-on-3 situation. The Molly underpass. Prince is forced to go through the back alley. Glocky's trying to find the timing on one of the players holding towards A. But the awkward thing is Kinky catching Soren, trying to find Prince, trying to rotate back. A nade on the Glocky as he's brought down to 35 now. Alk's still at full HP with this MP9. And on top of it all, Bomb's still back at T-spawn towards the T-Apps entrance. Glocky has to go back and rotate there. They can still have the time to go back to A, but it's certainly an awkward situation. So they know they have no control towards this path. As Equip tries to clear it out and they head towards A. So Kinky's trying to get mid-control for information. Still Alks alone towards CT with an MP9. Not a favorable situation. Though with the case of the whatever execute they can with just 2 players, Alks is willing to just hide ticket. Could get pre-fired, but Alks is able to clear him out, and Glocky's the low HP 35 HP player. And as even before the smoke blooms, Alks is able to take him out. Double for him with MP9, 600 bonus, and stays live at a solid 6,900. Tons of money on all of Glitchtech at the moment. Barrage can certainly be T-sided with the streak going and keeping constant damage. Jyderup are in a similar situation in the first and struggling to do so initially. Trying to understand and figure out Glitchtech's positioning and plays. Looks like they're setting up for another A exec and an aggressive move from Vision. He gets seen but able to get back. Tops will run him down. But now it's Alks left alone towards Ticket. Bang won't necessarily connect, but that double will. Spraying 2 down. Bomb plant being stuck, and that's a third for Alks. And Glocky with only 10 points left. If Alks decides to hunt for this frag, which he won't, allow Rainia to get it. Could have been another 4K. Already gotten 1, but doesn't hurt to get more. Some star plays coming in, and we got 5-0. And they're leaning towards just another A execute. Just using the boost to set up. Soren still gets tagged, but able to survive. Prince immediately repicking up the op and peeking towards stairs. Looking for another player towards ramp and gets caught holding utility out at just the wrong moment. Just one towards A now. Kinky playing towards ladder room. And Rainia distracted by a lurk player. Up to Alks to hold single-handedly. Trying to flash himself out. Get behind the stuck position. Can easily get spray and hard cleared. But they are struggling to find him until just now. It's given enough time for Kinky to rotate. Rainia catches Equip on the underpass lurk. He's able to see one rotate to CT and throw a nade towards the planter. Bomb still has been planted, but Soren eliminated. Thugger alive with just 2 points of health. Even a molly thrown at him, forcing him to push out, but he just gets the double with them lining up. Unprepared. Assuming it was clear with all the utility thrown. And Jyderup able to find their first round. That'll take down most of the money. Due to Vision and Prince going immediately for a double op setup in response to what's just occurred. Now a more traditional mid setup coming out for Jyderup as they've gotten an A round. And the response from Glitchtech is going aggressive ramp, and Prince going aggressive cat, able to grab one. And it's enough to scare them off to try to go for nest control. Connector mollied as well. And Prince holding one trying to run out B, flashed off the angle, but able to land the flick. And he knows the opera's there, able to get the third. Gets caught out, tries to pre-fire and be up to Kinky and Rainia to take down the other 2. Glitchtech immediately respawn with Prince taking down 3. Keeping 3 alive to keep that economy nice and healthy. Hard flicks coming out from Prince. Let's see what's in store next. as it looks like they're going aggressive top mid, throwing 3 HEs, even though they know that the T should be in an awkward position. And it's a B contact play. No one here to get quickly to help out Kinky. But if he sets up this nade just right, which is going to go short, so it barely connects. Trying to play the site retake and allow Rania to hold from behind, tagging all these players down so low. Kinky trying to finish them off. Prince and Kinky get taken down by Deadly Deagles, though. And the AK is able to finish off Rania. Now this gets far more awkward as Alex and Fission are left in a 2v3 retake. Bomb getting planted. As the Deagles are able to steal away too. And it appears it's enough for them to run away. Go for the save. Jyderup able to use a B rush. Get exactly what they wanted. But looks like Kinky might have been caught out trying to peek towards bench. Peeked too wide and gave that opening for them to work with. Time's ticking. And boom. Jyderup 2-6. Still down by 4 rounds, but still using the stolen M4s, interestingly. It's like they have no interest in saving the AKs. Or upgrading the AKs, rather. And it's still double ops for Glitchtech. Despite the lost round and only 1 conserved. They bring the second one out. Quick trying to pop flash. As they push to get mid control. Glocky's holding for a palace push. Won't see anything just yet. Unless Alex decides to head that way. They have players split all across the map. 2 top mid and 1 underpass for them to group up together once again. Go for some mid control. Smoking off top connector now to get some room. As Glocky gives up palace and tries to get info towards the ramp. But it is a retake setup. Vision's coming in late, but has given up jungle. But with that molly, that should be an indication that there's no one over there. Until now. 2 players trying to run into the jungle side and hide there. And they're trying to make this as a fake as they go towards B. But the molly has stopped Thugger initially. And they even have a player positioned aggressively in the apps. I'm not sure if they're going to expect this in what was a fake play. For someone to be aggressively looking for info, in this case Kinky. HE denies him and doesn't get cleared out. He's able to hold down, get a double. And Tops is still able to catch Fission as he's caught looking the wrong way. So they still get the site up 3-2 and force a save once again out of Glitchtech with this B site. See if there's any adjustments made, but it seems Jyderup's plan is to try to exploit this B site for as long as they can. Using fakes and stuff to exploit them as well. Good strats for them to start building a couple of T rounds. Now the question is, with less money and everything else, do they buy more into this and continue? That I'm entirely unsure of, but we'll have to wait and see. So they do have things to work with. Imagine they're going to take a risk and let Prince go aggressive top mid if I was going to take a guess. He does not care where he is. But they're willing to go for some pistols, make it just like a half buy, conserve cash. Very good idea. And it's Prince doing exactly that, going aggressive mid. And able to find that early pick onto Equip. And he's going for more and getting it easily, taking down Tops. And Prince has already found a double opening with 20 seconds taken off the clock. With that, they're immediately starting to run towards A to try to head there desperately. But so has Prince already. Playing towards jungle. Alex hiding behind the fireboxes. Rania peeks out, be able to get contact first, and that's enough for Kinky to rotate. Does give up this B site control, But if they dedicate in, Prince is going for the third and the fourth. Last player remaining short. Prince even having the potential to ace here. Still pretty healthy at 67. They don't know where this last player is, though. There's a situation to start changing things around once again. It would be now. But it looks like Thugger's just trying to hide towards Connector. Just now pushing. Position's been known. Looks like everyone wants to hunt him down. Or at least jump across for bait. I think we're all secretly hoping Prince is the one to get that ace. In the position to get it. Might be looking a bit too low, but gets it! Ace for Prince. Another giveaway. Will be done. As Glitchtech gets 7 off of Prince single-handedly. Not caring about where he went, as I said. Sorry, I know these kids too well. May have flubbed away the first map just at the last second, but they're showing they can get back into things and rock it, and they're keeping it up. Prince willing push aggressive, caught looking at the wrong angle. Glocky able to catch him out. Default nade utility will harass Thugger down to 84. Flashbang will be enough to bait out a smoke. Nothing else as they try to go for this mid control. Kinky can no longer safely peek, but does so anyways, taking down Zen. And responding with a molly under to deny any trades from that position. Bomb towards T-spawn, seen, almost taken out, but Glocky will be heading towards Palace just in time to save his bomb carrier. And Thugger is able to get jungle control from a polite little boost. Means he can easily get a flank on the sole CT player. Looks like it's already positioned to be a save unless Aux pulls a miracle here. No smoke CT. They're going to start rotating. But it appears not going for a flank behind, at least just yet. Top's focusing on holding the murder hole. Safe position. Now it looks like it's a plant for Catwalk. They don't have the mid control just yet. Flashes from both teams trying to get ticket control. Nothing else to follow it up, but they're just using the opportunity. They know this is a difficult retake. Just trying to ensure that this angle's blocked off so they don't get caught while exiting. And just trying to save these 3 rifles so they can contend in the next. Very smart move with all the reserve cash and money that Prince has as well. Does give the room for Tops to re-pick up the op, but that's about it. So I doubt Jyderup are going to be going for any exit frags, trying to find any of the remaining CTs at the moment. They are struggling a bit too low with their bang. Only thing I ask is make sure giveaways are done at the end so I can maintain focus on ensuring that we get the third map not around late. A late molly towards Nest to deny any sneaky smokes, and Princess boosted himself up towards Cat once again. Now just holding the close shoulder angle. Once again, it's the double op with vision on it as well. Aux is playing more passive this time around, not trying to take a risk. Just playing solo firebox as Vision rotates CT with one of the AWPs. Thugger making plenty of noise. Run boost does not succeed, but Prince does. Re-peeking out. Doesn't catch the second. And will respect it and not go for a third re-peek. And probably get taken out. Alex just trying to hide at this cheeky position. Them starting to position towards an A split. Firebox could cut this attack in half. But things get more interesting now. So the bomb's now heading towards B. And on top of it, Prince is heading elsewhere. But it looks like they're changing their mind and going back to A, just having the bomb towards mid. Not entirely sure what they are doing. Looks like it's an A execute coming in. But can't be confident with what's going on. They're just trying to take short first because of an op. And Vision finds the right timing, even though completely blinded. and swings out to find a second. Misses the third, but it's a difficult shot. Fair enough. Glocky's able to finally take Fission down, but the ratty play in Firebox Valks able to finish him off. From a fantastic position, Glitchtech win the first half. Still rounds to go to build up that lead even further. Have to see. Looks like a very familiar play's coming out. They want to go B, smoking it off to bait all the thrown utility, but they failed to molly, or smoke out the deep molly. Just now going for the execute into things. But this time around, 4 players are already stacked up for this. They have to outplay 4 people holding the site. Only a single smoke towards market window will do very little. Rainia able to take 2, and Kinky saving him from at least one of them. Tries to take down Soren. And Glocky still getting isolated out. Trying to take down at least one of Kinky. Almost finds the second. Another dink onto Fission. But Fission ends up taking that Tech 9. That could be important later. How deadly the weapon is. But double op setup is maintained. 3 live. Weapons tossed over. Kinky with an AK as well. Best case for Jyderup is a 9-6 half. And this could still get even worse. And it looks like Prince is just wanting to push back alley and takes his first frag. He knows there might be more players, but I'm not sure how much he'll care. He's giving information that he's here, but he has to be ready for it. And gets caught out, assuming he was all the way clear because he got to connector alive. Alex will be able to get a trade onto Glocky at least, making it a 4v3. Good situation for Glitchtech. They have to be cautious of connector, which is exactly what Fission is staring at. They have no reason to believe there's anyone towards Palace, but smoking it anyways, just in case. The split towards jungle. Timing is important, and Alex is able to find one through the smoke, and they don't have info of this Opper, but Fission loses the duel, meaning it's a 2-on-2 retake of A. CT control obtained. But so much utility on Reyna and Kinky, they can clear out everything. And neither of them heading out through jungle. Quip has to worry about CT this entire time until they know both players are here. Mollied out of default. It means Quip is in a 1v1. Reyna knows his position. Has a smoke. There's a gap in it that he's using to try to catch him peeking out. Timing doesn't favor him. But he's able to react and see him falling. And willing to play, and he's getting baited, and Equip's just hiding behind it to get the round. Good play by him, even able to get the frag. Jyderup at least get 5. One more round left in the half. Money's a bit shoddy overall for Glitchtech, but we can see what they can do in this last final round. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Very poor timing for an interruption, but due to the situation, it's a weak buy on the T's as well, and Fission is still owning with this op, even though his name isn't Prince. Taking just the same amount of aggression, using it to take a rifle, and Rain is able to catch the first through smoke. But awkward timing, 2 could be caught from behind CT, but has to go against 4, won't be able to find it. Glitchtech win the half 10-5. I'm going to run away for one other second as the half swaps. And Glitchtech have a massive lead going to T side. Not easy, and it won't be easy for Jyderup. They have to go for a massive comeback here. Starting 5 rounds down. Have to be very patient. And a classic B play appears to be setting up, but they're actually going towards underpass. Info's trying to be obtained by one of the CTs, and they're aware of the possibility and an instant gush, and they're able to easily take down Zoran off of it. Meaning mid controls obtained. Do in theory have to worry about the catwalk, but they could just take him out. Prince with an excellent headshot to do so. And now it's just Glocky on CT to try to fight them off. Spams 2 of them down, almost gets the 3rd. And single-handedly with a hard mouse 1 press, just suddenly wipes them out. And makes this an even retake, 3-on-3. Trying to play careful positions. Good tags with the P250. Just trying to play different angles with each other. Able to find these trades, meaning Equip's left in a 1v2. Vision able to get a double on the CT players, while giving some AUX assistance on the Con player. With it, Glitchtech take the pistol and can even build this lead further and further. But it's certainly going to be a force from Jyderup to try to steal that away. See Mac-10 on Reyna. Vision with the Galil and a couple of AKs in hand. Oh, and one thing real quick. And I like the double setup ramp here with the Deagles. There's a lot of possibility shotgun players, but they're willing to chase further, which might be a bit too greedy. Serenia's able to take him out safely. Equip's trying to hold for him, but unsure if he'll re-peek from the same angle. Just trying to throw the smoke after to re-pick up the one on the ground. Prince finding another. Kinky taking down Catwalk. They could get caught out by Nest, depending on the timing. But no way to peek behind the smoke. But Jungle not being respected initially means Kinky is left to clear him out. Able to get the double. Ending the round with 3. Glitchtech up 12-5. Better. And Reyna is still keeping the Mac-10. He's going for this entry A, W keying. All these juicy USPs going to line up for him. And double dink him and Kinky as well with the pre-fire. Trying to help clear them out with these nades. But another dink now onto Prince. Mac-10 stolen. And a molly just to keep them away from the flames. But these USPs are doing work. 30 HP left on these last 2. And Vision runs out of bullets in his mag. And it's up to Prince with just 8 HP to run away. Getting hard punished for just running right into them. USP's directly on point. With 3 or 4 of them just setting up the firing line to 2-shot people. Prince will be able to stick this B plant. Don't think he'll have the timing to set up for any surprises. Though he could if he really wanted to. Looks like he's just trying to play slow contact, clear catwalk, and just hide. And with how deep the plant is, might bait them to look elsewhere. Clear other places on the site. And able to one-tap Thugger just like that, meaning it's just tops. He knows the plant is fake. Now having to stick it. Meaning Prince is able to recover the round, get a clutch, and another 4K. Believe that's a 3rd one from Prince now. You know he's gotten at least an ace and 2 4Ks. He is insane. Prince has been activated on the 2nd map. He realized that he's comfortable in his game right now and in the moment. And Kinky's just running through, even though he's still blind, keeping the rush going, no matter what's going on. And they've taken the default player, have a sight control. Reyna and Kinky are tagged. Nate could finish off Reyna, but lands short. Not connecting on either of the low HP players. And they even have CT Top's trying to wait to peek this out, but Vision's taking down one, and Alex is able to double check and realize that he did see a player and take him out. Prince denying jungle, and Equip's left is the last alive, and they just ran into the B site and took it once again. Now, albeit this time, 4 players weren't stacked up staring at the exact place they came from, but by goodness, that is absolute destruction. I don't believe it'll be a team ace because one will be staying alive. And Rainier is too low HP to get the frag. Kinky will be the one to find it. But certainly everyone contributing all around as a whole. And as CSGO goes with MVPs, Rainier did the most important thing and planted the bomb, which we know is far more valuable than anything else imaginable. Because the best thing you can do is get to a spot and hold down mouse 1 for 3 seconds. Nothing's harder. See, looks like Prince is trying to go full aggro mode for some contact, but has 2 players heading through the underpass with MP9s to belt him down. But with this, they know there's a lot of players leaning towards B if they're willing to go this aggressive. And already trying to take CT control once again. Be difficult for Thugger uses HE. They do have Con, they're able to catch Alex, but Vision is just lurking top mid for what might feel like no reason at all, meaning he's able to catch out one and hunting to get a second, and even picking up the AK so he can keep chasing without giving away an op potentially. Just running through, able to tap them down. He only had 4 bullets in the mag, but still finds one. It'll be up to Rainier to resolve the madness and take him down. But Glitchtech trying to end this dominantly, 16-5. And only a round away from doing so and bringing us to a third, far faster than I expected. Definitely concerning. It's just beautiful. Looks like they're trying to go aggressive ramp, more risked. I'm not sure why Jyderup are just opening themselves up for more picks to be given to Glitchtech in this tense of a situation. It's good to take risks, but there's little benefit and ability to win off of that. Just rushing ramp with a sole player's questionable move. And due to how they're set up, mid's been able to be safely taken. Bomb's left in an awkward position. Vision smartly going to go and grab it. And to even rotate A. Be very important for Glocky with this Negev. I think first one I've been able to see on an ESEA game of any kind. But it will be denied as Prince lurks on the back. And though the Negev may be deadly, it will be denied this time around. Ninja denied as well. Official Top's taken out, and it's just Equip and Thugger to be eliminated. Alex going for more. Getting a second. And Kinky will take the last and remaining player. As they celebrate team fragging each other. Taking away Jyderup's map pick, and we're going to go to the third of Inferno.
Oh god.
Please, I've seen teams pick T. I'm hoping they go CT, but be interesting to see what their thought process is about this. Wait a little. They do have some time to think about it and decide. Check your whispers on Twitch. Worst case, if you can't figure out how that's working, check Google. I do mean that seriously. But looks like Glitchtech's deciding to start on T side for the decider map. Willing to go for T-based momentum off of Mirage. Despite the decent 10-ish minute break between. Certainly very interesting to see. Also interesting, Jyderup's kind of having to just stick in Speedway to be fast rotates. And they'll be doing the right move doing so and immediately rotating to A. Means they're all stacked up on Arch. Soren able to get the 3K and the bomb with it. Certainly want to start. And now there's 4 CTs all huddled around this bomb. Might even potentially end up being dangerous. But the wrong timing's found. But a flicked Glock headshot onto Glocky. Alex knows people in the pre-fire take Soren down. And they're giving the opportunities for them to just pre-fire these angles. So they know where all these players are. And forcing them to take the engagements. And they line up for and get to double. And now Rainia's in just a 1v1 with Thugger, which is 1 HP. And even takes it out with a headshot. And Alex and Rainia do a 2v5 comeback to take away the pistol. I feel like we need to enable, like, caps allowed on the Nightbot. Let people yell. Be excited. I don't know how to do that stuff. That's you guys. But certainly happy to be excited. That 2v5 retake. That's just going to build more confidence for Glitchtech as they keep on going. Which is going to be very important with how deadly this map is. Not suffering at all through Banana just yet, though I'm sure that will change with the utility. As Jyderup are able to get more in further rounds. But they're fully set up with deagles and tons of smokes. And looking at it, 2 of these smokes are still towards A. That's solid 30 seconds, and they're just going for short control with 1:10 left. Can have plenty of time to try to delay. The important trick is going to be for Glitchtech not to respect it. Or just not go there at all and go Arch. And looks like the info of the Tracers will allow Kinky to punish Tops. And they're just going for a good old rat play through. Equip's prepared for the crouch peek of the eagle shot. And Glocky's able to catch one as well. And spam one through the smoke. Bomb still not picked up. As Glocky has a dream of a day. Getting all of that luck. Miracle shots with the deagle. Prince to respawn. And another deagle will 2-shot him, so Rainia's left in a 1v3. Deagle's showing why they should be nerfed. 1v3, default plant. I would assume they're prepared for him to be in apartments. They certainly have to deal with it. Able to get the first. Diffuse is being stuck. Glocky able to keep him away. Get the headshot as Rainia stays on the balcony. And Jyderup able to take the second round away. Off of Glocky's amazing 3K. And welcome to Inferno. I don't believe things are going to be changing anytime soon. And I think it's just going to get crazier as we continue. So now it's a force buy for Glitchtech. And they're going to compete. Utility wars have begun. No damage being taken by either team in the banana warfare. But these late HEs could do some damage. Able to bring Prince down to 70. That's about it. Vision's trying to prep to throw a flashbang over, but realize they have the room to walk over. I think they're going to do a contact B, and there's only 2 on this B site. That CT smoke would certainly be enough to stir up panic. It's enough to have Soren hold. But he ends up canceling that. But if there's one thing, Glitchtech are not going to respect this smoke. As the flashes come through, be up to Thugger, able to find a double. And they're able to somehow win these engagements as of the moment to keep a man advantage. But they know where this player is stuck towards the site. Able to take and clear him out. Flashbangs blinding everyone on either side. This bomb stuck by Vision. And the position's read by Soren, able to spray him down. Bomb's left in the open. No way to smoke it off. And it's just Prince left. Taken out by Zorn to barely clutch the round away with the fantastic smoke spam to deny that after plant situation. Absolutely ridiculous. also silly is all these Glocks that are going to be stuck trying to have to do anything that they can. Jyderup have been able to successfully convert 2 in a row and force a hard eco out of Glitchtech. Honestly, the first hard eco I think we've seen in an entire best of 3. This is the meta we live in now. All the money being thrown around. Even so, if the right timing's found, they're giving so much space to these Glocks. This could become dangerous, especially if some dinks like the pistol round get involved. They're trying to play for info, but now there's just a minute left on the clock. Even though room's given to them, it's not been taken at all. Just a single player in the apartments. And another one rotating up mid. But they're splitting off their forces, which might be a bit strange when it's just these Glocks at play that will struggle in these duels. Be a miracle for them to find one, let alone a bomb site. Looks like there's some plan they're going for. I think Rania just trying to lurk in the apartment. First Glock will be heard, giving away some tracers, showing that the position of Equip is known. Somehow bullets are dodged, and an opening as people have rotated B now. Rania is able to jump into the A site, but M4s will mow down the Glocks with ease despite that. And the last one through mid will be taken out by Soren on the rotate. And with it, you're up 3-1. This is an important decider map. Easier for CT side to get strong control of things, so it'll be hard to read how good the scoreline is either team gets until the other half. Things can change drastically with chaos on Inferno. It's like they're trying to fake aggression, but actually not faking it, getting bottom banana. Double molly and a smoke to hard clear it out. Assume some of it's been heard. The important thing is just for Glitchtech to wait. Respect the utility throne. Just wait it out. Just try to work on apartments meanwhile. Got a double arch setup. They end up leaning that way this round, but instead they're trying to molly and keeping back. And that means this MP9 is now isolated. I think they're aware of it, but they don't hard clear it. So Equip's able to get a double and still alive. Rainia's been able to take one down, has to pre-fire it, but Equip with a triple with just an MP9, barely able to move. Well, Prince is trying to lurk through mid. Arch is being held by Soren. Hard for him catches it out, but Vision can open up this B site if he wins this one duel against Tops. But Tops is just repositioning, playing slow. I don't know if he saw the player. All the rotations seen, Tops is able to catch Vision trying to lurk into CT. With that, it's up to Prince, which will be heard by the aggressive short position of Glocky, or decided to rotate on his own volition, but does hear him now. Hence the rotations, able to win the duel. And Jyderup are back in form, up 4-1. Glitchtech forced into another half buy. See how they can address it this time around. And it looks like it's an apps rush. At least a rush into apps. Maybe not A. They are certainly jumping all over, swarming those apartments. Forcing tons of utility to be used. Been smoking off short to block Vision. An interesting jump across a barrel to try to get more info. Soren's able to catch Prince trying to lurk through that short smoke. But Kinky's able to take one down with the P250. And even get two players drop down to the site. And Aux is still rotating here, catching the side of Soren. Doesn't know that there's one still here in short, but it looks like they actually do as Kinky's spamming him. Might not be able to cross the site as Kinky has to reload, meaning he's stuck in a 1v2. Holding close towards this. Here's the plant. Equip able to win the duel, despite Kinky aware of the position with the accidental step. Geared up with a solid start, keeping multiple players alive. Tons of money built up, 11k just before Glocky buys up. 3k, 5k, 6k, tons of money. Meanwhile, it's just the full buy with everything Glitchtech has. Zorn chucking an early banana nade once again for Equip to run through it. Flashbangs connect to get them off the angle. Double nades. One of them does bounce towards ramp correctly. Alex and Prince left at half HP before even walking into banana. And with that, they give it up. And they're already rotating one back towards A. They have to be fast if they position for this. Soren, even though blinded, is able to time the shot perfectly. Glocky finds a second as Soren repeaks to get his. And Equip holds down Arch, meaning Vision's left in a 1v5. Jyderup is in full control of the CT side at the moment. It can be a very CT-sided map, and they know where Vision is too. Trying to peek out and catch these. He's trying to make sure he doesn't get caught with the pixel gap. Just trying to bait a team out with the shots, but instead it'll be Glocky to patiently walk through the apartments to take him down. Decide to get 4 AKs, stop the double up. And now pressure starts to grow for Glitchtech. Almost through the first 8 rounds, starting to get to the later stages of the half very soon. And only 1 round to show for it currently. Need to be able to adjust and find something, exploit a weakness, or find an opportunity. Right now, they're just letting Banana get held, and it's just letting Jyderup control the map entirely. They need to get this Banana control. By just running through and getting a double dig onto Alex is a good way to start that. And even seeing the shoulder of Equip as he throws an HE. Tag both Reyna and Alex down a little bit further, once again. They're able to hot potato the AK that's been stolen right back. And with the passive setup on A, with how split these CTs are, they're just now going for some information towards short, being forced to use a lot of their utility. It's up to Soren, holding towards CT. And with a just perfectly timed CT smoke, but caught throwing is up for utility, and Equip able to find one as well. Vision sticking the bomb plant. It's a 3v4 retake, but B-site is very strong for T's to hold. Once it's been taken. No scope almost connecting, and as it fades, he'll be able to get the flick onto Vision and respond quicker. Which means he's waiting for another peek from Prince, which is expected and seen, and now it's second orange is 2 players pushing that way. And he white swings out towards CT. 3 players peek him together. They do get a bomb plant, but not another round as they're still down 1-7. With it, they do have to replace Thugger with just an M4 this time around. AK is almost all across the board. Only 1 rifle that isn't an Opera AK. Very ridiculous scene. Glitchtech still not able to find this next round. Nades to split the damage, and Alex is able to line them up. Able to get the double. Kinky barely staying alive. And with this, they're now quickly running into this B site that they have openly. And even Prince on the lurk holding for info. Maybe even catch these players as they're trying to save. And they need every bit of damage they can get. Giving the room for all 3 of them to rotate through T spawns certainly won't help. Clear A, won't see anyone here. No, they've gone elsewhere. Completely tucked together in these T apps. And with it saved, should be just fine. Though it looks like the possibilities known now by Prince. And the timing's found. My mistake, it's Vision with the op, able to pick one off, and just walks away after getting it. It's forcing Soren to try to throw some kind of utility. And now it's Prince actually being the one to try to go for a peek to find someone. Might be able to get the contact, but it's tops to deny Vision. So I can blind and take away that AWP. Not sure how much it'll do by the end of it. But Glitchtech do find their second and have something to play around. Still have so much more money to get through Jyderup. And have to go for a straight streak to break out the cash. Apologies, Ixie. And it looks like some nades sent back, able to get both the CTs towards Banana. Damage traded both sides, 68, around half HP for all 4 of these players. Mainly focused on these Banana engagements. This time, they're setting up again, concerned for another B play. They already have rotations coming in to have a full HP player, but that means there's only 2 on B as these rotations go through. Enough time is given and respected for them to get short. The main weakness right now is this Arch play that has just equipped with the M4. They take this engagement, take him down early, but he's running aggressively, and Prince is caught by surprise. Good flashbang comes in as well. Molly brings Aux down to 65. And all these T's, except for Reyna, are all tagged up now just for Glocky and Tops to take down on the site. And even another Molly. Vision caught looking the wrong way due to the flashbang. But somehow able to win the duels just well enough to get the site. Equip trying to play just for the retake now. And Vision's preemptively holding Arch, so it's an even 2v2. Bomb isn't planted for the timer just yet. And it will be the Opper sticking it. But running through, Reyna with full HP, able to punish Thucker just running through the smoke alone. Soren just trying to catch a spam shot with the Op, almost landing it onto Vision. Able to finally land it. And for some reason, Reyna decides to swing out. Soren easily gets the punish. Very interesting situation. Everyone hungry for blood. Means Jyderup are able to get an 8th and deny the second round from Glitchtech from being a 3rd. Yeah, I believe it was the initial M4, unfortunately. Not the juiciest thing, don't worry. And I think we can be generous enough to allow him to count in the future ones because he didn't get anything given away. So don't be stressed too much about that. It's not like you lost your chances and the giveaway. As Glitchtech win the series, that's another giveaway. And we get even more people watching to get this juicy, that as well. But it looks like it's a fast explode onto A, but there's 4 players stacked up here. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be able to do. They have to win out these trades, and Equip is able to deny it with the double. And the final kill is Alex burning Reyna alive with the leftover incendiary on the ground. Seems Jyderup are able to keep full control of Glitchtech at the moment. Not getting enough opportunities. Yeah, I agree, it's certainly painful, but glad to see you still here and talk and watch and at least just politely share your frustration, which is really cool to see. A jump peek, a jump strafe across to try to catch someone with the Op. But Tops is almost caught out, having to throw a Molly, and it just barely saves the rush from coming in on A. And even then still it might change. And they're mixing it up once again. Prince has been having a hard time, but they hand him the Op anyways. Might be setting up for him to do something ridiculous. It's up to Glocky. But they have 2 towards Arch, and they're flashing through. There's a gap towards us, and they know Alex is able to find 1 because of it. And that smoke will confirm there's a second player towards Arch. They know that, and there's normally 2 towards the site. They're automatically learning towards B. And it's just Thugger playing alone towards this B site. Like how they're constantly rotating players different directions. But they hear the speedway rotations, or maybe not. As they're still going for this. And even Soren's going aggressive for Absimpo and just rotating second mid. Hard reading the play. Thugger able to find the first. And just running onto the site. Reyna's able to deny. And Thugger gets burnt by the Molly meanwhile. Vision stops Glocky from pushing through CT. And Prince just wide swings on Soren, catching him by surprise. Glitchtech to get a third. Say, ideally they want at least one more round, but they are recovering this to a livable situation. Yeah. Look at things. Early flashbang, not a molly, because the molly's going to be used short. And apps. They're trying to throw all this harassment utility while Alex tries to find an opportunity on the B players, holding nades in their hands. And that's going to be a successful round from Glitchtech. But you need to always have weapons out. They assumed Banana was clear and that they were safe to throw more harassment utility. And that's when Alex just slid in, threw the mollies, and just sprayed them both down, caught out. And even worse than that, Prince is just set up, trying to look for them again, but this time going through Arch. And will be, his first engagement will be on Zoran. So he'll probably get opt out, but the shots miss, so he's able to re-engage. Clocky kind of thinking about wanting to go aggressive, but worried about the apps. While it's Top's worrying about short, able to get that pick. But it is a fight for survival, as this can easily spiral to a 9-6 if these weapons are taken away. But Glitchtech don't want to take any more risks than just that. And will be content making it 9-4. What looked like rough half is starting to turn around. Willing to take more risky moves. Kind of be conscious of the decisions they're making. Taking advantage of it. Being willing to take risks and get those opportunities. With it 2 rounds left to go, possible last bye for Jyderup. They need to win this round if they want to have an ideal bye for the final. They're ideally shooting for a solid 11-4, but if they mess this up, could end up spiraling to a 9-6 out of nowhere. And an early nade and even more aggression. Just playing behind this molly. Contact on the first CT player equip. Thugger is safely positioned at the quad position, which might be a bit of an issue. But he's able to find the first. Molly misses, but he's still throwing the smoke. But it instead blinds him, just trying to spam through. Able to find a second miraculously. But it's still a 3-on-4. Rania sticking the plant. But spam through the smoke causing concern. He has to reposition for this. To ensure that he plants a position that doesn't get spammed. Shot still trying to be found. Flashbang will get vision off the angle, but he re-peeks wide, able to catch Glocky. So they know the only op is towards ruins right now alone. Even 3-on-3. Jyderup might be pressured to save, but they can't now as they dedicated to it. And Vision gets another double. Get a total of 3. Taking full control. With that, nothing saved. Only 3,100 to try to deny. Glitchtech turning this into a very competitive 9-6 half. From what was essentially 9-2. Vision with the confidence starting to show. And it looks like they're trying to go aggressive apps with a scout. We'll get immediately naded down to 52. But they've learned their lesson earlier in this series with the USPs to carefully respect whatever the opponent has. Except in this case, where as soon as they seem to be respecting, they're immediately giving 1v1 duels. Vision able to catch one out. Bombs left in the open. They're very aware of Soren's towards second mid, but we're actually able to run on by. But they're able to trade off of each other, and Jyderup are able to take away the 10th miraculously. Too many free opportunities given away with raw peaks from Glitchtech, so they're working with just 5. Which is plenty enough, but we need to see a very controlling CT side. Be able to have a solid B hold and win banana control throughout the entire half. Which we could certainly see happen. So they goof around a little. This is a consequence of starting on T side. Inferno can be a very CT-sided map with how things have developed. But they're taking a solid minute to breathe. Guys certainly need it as well. Actually, everyone's having a good time on her third final decider map. That is going the distance. Not entirely sure what they're waiting for, and it's taking such a long time. Goodness. But we'll get started away shortly. Whenever they feel like they've had enough breathing time. Or maybe there's a wait on ESEA on the matches for breaks, like on ESL. I don't know. I'm assuming it's for them to ready up. They're just chilling on the bomb. But considering Glitchtech got the pistol and only got 5 rounds, that probably isn't great for a T side, I would say. So it'll be very important for them to get this one coming up just now. If they don't get this round, things could get very out of control. They've showed they can come back, but I'm not sure if it's something they want to go for. Certainly not what you want to shoot for, trying to do such an insane comeback. But if the boys show their dominance on CT that they have been working with, I see no reason they can't continue it. But these maps and best of threes are always certainly an endurance test. It's not always just the strategy alone, but being able to perform. Tech certainly made mistakes on that T side. Have to have a dominant CT side to redeem it. Rainier with the HE and diffuse kit, while Alex has a more varied range of utility. Looks like they're stacking 3 banana early. They're looking for a pop flash. And trying to avoid getting shot from top mid. And just waiting for any players to push. And they know one's walked up from sound, so they're able to take Prince early, and they're using that to run to A. And they know the second mid player, only a matter of time before Kinky's taken down. And no one to trade for it as Thugger holds Arch, and it's already a 5-on-2. And Equip's even holding for a mid-rotate. Gets tagged from multiple angles, takes down Fission. And Rainia's the last alive with nothing more than an HE and a single diffuse kit. And already gushed down to 6. I don't think there's as much for him to do here. As Thugger ends it with a 2K. With it, Jyderup immediately take away this first round. Now, they can certainly force this. But it's going to be a very costly risk if they don't successfully get it, just like Jyderup on their second round of the first half. But things start to get really sketchy from here. And with an HE on Vision like that, and re-peeking into Soren's fire, we're going to be taken out. And even more re-peeks. Prince brought down to 68 now. HE will even harass him further down to 58. And the MAC-10 also connecting 2 shots, bringing Prince down to 42. Just getting harassed from everywhere. And with this hard default coming in from Jyderup, playing slow and just trying to get map control of areas. Sure, second mid is help. I think they'll be heading towards B soon enough. But if there isn't anyone here to keep them off A, I think they'll be heading here soon enough. They're even willing to flash through. And Rainier with an insane double! Just flicking on to the second guy before finishing the first that barely survived. Glocky now has to run, rotate the bomb, and they're going back to A or B, actually. They're willing to stay dedicated here, gambling the other team rotated back. It's like a double-double rotate. Absolute Chaos Warren just crouching around, unsure where anyone is. Definitely seems aware about sandbags, trying to clear it out. Gets revenge on Rania, and able to find the double onto Alex as well. And it's a 3v2 retake of the B bomb site. I would say is about as hard as you can get. They don't have any kits or smokes available to them either. Looks like they're just heading towards CT to just save these last two deagles. The Rania found those openings, nothing followed. So it means it will be a lost round at the end of things. Which means Jyderup in a perfect position to end up 13-5. And it'll be very challenging, because once this next full buy comes up, Glitchtech has to get a massive streak off of it, or things might fall apart immediately after. See, AK's out. Still a Galil laying around. Top's taking it out. Thugger's still not grabbing a weapon of any kind. Just choosing to go for a MAC-10, knowing the situation. And they reinvest at least another pistol on Rania, due to the double he found. Able to grab a smoke in his EZ. Have decent enough cash. They have 3 holding towards mid here. No early damage found. Once again, these patient moves, trying to find the opening information, waiting for Glitchtech to get impatient and give them these openings. Soren finds one and just prepared for a double. P-Tops to start clearing out the apartments. Sure, the lurk position's cleared out. They're starting to rotate towards B now. That utility throne. That flashbang peeks out for some info. Doesn't see anyone immediately there. And calling it bluff that they're all going towards B, which is the correct call. But it is a 4v5 with almost nothing in terms of utility. And Glocky's able to just spam Prince through the smoke at a very default angle. Boost is red, and with the lack of armor, able to find 2 through the CT smoke. Vision the last alive with just a MAC-10. No defuse kit or anything else. His best strategy could be hide ruins and assume they all hunt for him. Which is starting to happen. You can find an opening potentially onto one. That'll be enough for one of the players to stay on the bomb of Glocky. And there's still one on the site. Equip caught out. And now he has to worry about this defuse. He peeks out, able to pre-fire and win the duel. And get a 4K of his own. You're up 7 rounds ahead of Glitchtech once again. Feels like an uphill struggle. Prince and Kinky possibly getting a little bit exhausted throughout this. And Soren just having his last will to push through. 23-6 currently. Trying to get his team past this match. Prince chucks an HE bottom mid. Try to punish peek. Flashbang will stop an early pick. Being found by Fission. HE top mid will not find anyone. So they're willing to give up Banana for now after the utility throne. Using smokes to keep them back. They need to dominantly win these rounds consistently. Really good timing on the mid smokes, trying to keep that pressure and keep them away. Trying to flash one through with the arch smoke placed down. So they're able to get this mid control. Don't think they see the stack looking over. So they know it's bluff. But I think one was heard falling, but still swapping from the nade. Tops gets caught out. This leaves Jyderup in an awkward situation, but they're still willing to stick towards B. Actually changing their mind last second. But with this, the Balk has been obtained by Kinky as he's currently holding it. And Prince set up on the site. Be a very deadly crossfire. With Thugger throwing a single CT smoke, could bait them out. That nothing else is going on here. I believe it successfully worked. Kinky's avoided any initial picks. Just trying to re-engage carefully, not get caught out too soon. Just dodging the bullets of the arch players. will be up to Prince to find one, and knows where the second is. Kinky will be able to get the trade. They have 4 alive, and Thugger split between 2 players as well. And it's 4 alive to get Glitchtech the 6th. All they need to do is keep working and building off of this. Jyderup have to use all their money and split it between their players to make this buy work. But it might mean they do something risky to try to exploit, like a B rush of some kind. So it's important Glitchtech doesn't get caught out. Immediately stacking 3B initially. Aware of concerns after the round win. Like the anti-flash sandbags player. Meaning they're weaker on utility, so able to peek bottom ramp and catch the Mac 10 out. May not be the best weapon to take down, but they could easily pick back up the AKs, and a man advantage is a man advantage. All they need to do is cleanly convert it. The 5v4 situation. Going for some banana info. Hold control of it is a good way to do so. It's enough that they're pushing behind it. And with it trying to split people out, but it's a flashbang setup, and they line up for Alex to get the triple. Last player alone towards the apartments, unable to do anything. They split Alex from the team, but it was all he needed. And Top's caught out, trying to avoid what he thought was a flashbang, but turns out to be a smoke. The actual flashbang coming in, able to get Alex, denying the 4K. Almost taking down another, but surrounded by every single angle he can get peeked from. Stuck in this underpass. Trying to do what he can, but Prince will be the one to finally take him down. Glitchtech now starting to respond. 7-13. Just need to keep the eye up. As long as they don't slip up, it'll keep going this way. So now it is just the Glocks. I feel like I'm a lot more scared of Jyderup with the Glocks right now. And just a ZZ on tops. That's all you need to find 2 opening picks. They're trying to have everyone stacked together, go for apps control initially. Smoke thrown. I think they're going to try to go for this arch player and catch him. And it's going to work. But he's actually able to get back in time. And Kingy's able to trade and get the double as Prince saves the day for Vision. After he's taken out. With that, they're still able to buy up 4 alive. Barely any economy damage done. And now a pause. Jyderup has been in this situation before, and they are in it again. Unsure what exactly they're going to do to try to handle this. But Glitchtech should be able to get another buy-in, even if they lose a round at this point. So even the 14th isn't too much of a pressure of a situation, and they have come back to 14-14, into 14-14 rather, earlier on Overpass. And just if 1 or 2 things went differently, this would be a 2-0 for Glitchtech. But instead, it's going to be a decider fight till the end. Verno showing why this map is so lovely to watch. Certainly always miserable to play. I know my friends and I always suck ass on it. But Equip's trying to hold for an initial mid push, and he's successfully blinded despite trying to time it correctly. And 2 players have been picked early. Interesting repeat. Glocky's able to find 1, but Kinky's even pushing the second Valk as well. And it's absolute chaos. The entire team pushes into T-controlled areas to get a 2-man advantage. The only scary thing is these players are heavily damaged. I don't know how much damage has been done, but Glocky can get a fortunate shot onto Prince, and things get dangerous real quickly. But certainly enough that Jyderup stirred up. Looks like they'll set up for a flashbang to try to get some control. Immediate molly. But a gap's been found in its timing for Thugger to push past the molly. I think he's going to push past the smoke too with flashbang, but Prince finds the frag anyways. Even willing to try to flash Glocky away from the push just yet. And a random fire through the smoke to try to find him, and finds him with the first bullet. And their hard plan strat is completely denied by Glitchtech deciding to do the most maddening thing impossible. This is complete insanity. But now the scariest weapons come out. 2 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles. With half armor to prevent the knockback. Or actually 1 Deagle. And that's why you're scared of the Tech 9, because it can do that. Now they automatically have an Op and M4 just rushing in. Now what should be done? And this gap does not favor Prince. So all 5 of them have taken over this A site and found 3 players, Prince as well. And Thugger's gone aggressive to take Alks. And this is the risk of going aggro on an eco. Especially with a Tech 9 in play. Just gotta love that. With it just Rania left. Smartly deciding to save. No way to get this round. No reason to contest it. So let them have this 14th. They still need 2 more after. Zoran, you gotta crouch and jump, not jump and crouch for that one. But it'll decide to safely save towards the ruins. Only person heading's direction's in. But not only have they won this round, but they've gotten a full buy off of it. So they're gonna have tons of money for the next 2 rounds. So even though this round itself isn't too much of a worry, the next 2 certainly are. So it puts Jyderup in a position to close Glitchtech out. Looks like they misbought an extra M4. So that's 3K out the bank as well for Fission. And it's early apps utility to try to give pressure. HE bottom mid. Not find anyone just yet. Willing to hold the aggressive second mid angle. Just now giving it up. But Glitchtech adjusted, gotten banana control, and immediately adjusting off of B towards this A site. But Jyderup are a step ahead, going fast with this push in. Able to catch the first already. 3 water falling down. And even Arch being taken control of, and they're just automatically saving this. They don't want to take the risk. They lose this retake, the series is over. They have to play this reasonably safe and just accept that they're playing to get 6 in a row at this point. They have to play for OT on this decider. So they get caught in the wrong time and just get Jyderup all of the space they need. So they found apps as the perfect place for them to exploit at the moment. There needs to be immediate adjustment for Glitchtech. Be able to hold this apartments in A side of the map. Or else it'll be certainly the end of the series. Willing to go aggressive, and Prince able to deny Equip, trying to greed and find one of them. But economy rounds everything for the entire series in Jyderup's control currently. And they're still able to buy up on Glitchtech due to being able to keep 4 survived. But it's not about what they're able to use. It's about being able to keep it and get 6 rounds without faltering. Adjustments. Prince, Kinky, and Vision all playing towards A. Raina and Alex towards B. Initial banana fight coming on in. Still wouldn't be aggressive, but decides to go back off of it. Once again, it's 3 players stacked up, working towards these apartments. Kinky's holding towards of it, but just playing towards pit this round. Prince just playing an off angle towards a mid push. Might be able to catch one. Misses the op shot and someone trying to throw a smoke. And this AXU comes in once again. And it's not working out. All 3 taken out. And I think this might be the end. Rainia's able to find one. Trying to catch a second on the Opper Zen. But now there's 2 players supporting him, potentially through short. Alex able to just op through the wall, taking down Zoran. But there's more utility being thrown out. HE's flashbangs being thrown. Glocky's able to find one of the 2. Rainia has to get a 1v3, and Glocky's hunting for him too. And Tops will be able to jump over the top to deny it. And Jyderup are able to, unfortunately, eliminate 16-9. So that's how this will be ended for at least this stream, essentially. Alright, so I'm going to keep an eye on the game stuff. Believe you're handling giveaways.
My question is, what are we rolling for first? Because we have
well,
the first map win. We have
well, let's
a
go
4K
top
and
down.
an ace. Top down. So the Royal Paladin.
Let's start with the map 1 success reward.
Last chance for everyone to put Glitch the System in chat.
Just in case.
We'll show everyone that's eligible so that we don't get any
surprises or anything. Yeah.
Surprises. Everyone that has a blue tick next to their name or a blue circle is eligible. So if your name is Grey, make sure you get in.
Yep. Give it another minute, because there is technically time pressure. Don't know when, but ESEA can be literally whenever, so. No, we'll have them. You guys start the map whenever, or have it start. But I would say that's good enough. All right, good luck, everyone. Roll it. There we go. First one. Big Boxy. And next one is what again?
It is the FAMAS roll cage.
Minimal wear, I believe. Yep.
Minimal wear.
Okay. All right. So
I just confirmed that he's here.
All in. Yep. Itzy, please type some. Itzy, please type something in the chat. Confirm your existence, please. Wait, is it one of the guys people know? If it's someone we have other ways to contact him, then it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we can go to. I think we can go to the next one. Yeah.
So we just leave him. Or do we re-roll?
We'll leave it for now. Re-roll if he doesn't come back.
Oh, okay. So next is for FAMAS roll cage.
Yep. Roll it. That's for the FAMAS.
3 minutes.
Exactly as he, yep. Thank you for at least following. Did demand a reroll on it, so he did get the reroll. Not exactly how he was thinking about it, but certainly in his favor.
Fair and square.
Yep.
Okay, well, GG's to Nixon CS. Yeah. Nixon, I'll get that. I will whisper you on Twitch, and we'll get that skin sent over to you.
Yep.
No problem.
So make sure your whispers are enabled if they aren't. Otherwise, yep. Next one's Ace. Or last one.
Next one is the Ace, which is the most expensive one yet. It's the AK Asimov field tested.
Woo! Alright.
Alright, last chance for anyone who's not already in. Unfortunately, you can't win a giveaway twice.
Kind of good. Would be annoying to get duplicates for other people. Obviously, the person wouldn't be complaining. All right, good luck. Give it a roll. There we go. Been following for a bit for the giveaways. Triple X FTY, Triple X. Are you there?
We say give him 2 minutes.
Absolutely. Though I do become more concerned about the second because scared about me not connecting, but yep. See him popping up. I haven't muted. And who is supposed to get the first one, I believe?
It's XC Boy or something. Sort.
Yeah. I feel like enough time has passed, so said like 3 minutes. I think it's been about that now, looking at it. 18 from 15, so I would say we need a re-roll for that M4.
Yeah. So, what are we doing about the AK?
Person? We'll re-roll that after and wait for a response. Or
Alright,
like, yep.
so this is for
Re-rolling the M4.
the M4A Paladin. We ready?
Yep. I believe so. Go for it. Well, there we go. Someone active in chat.
There you go.
Newer, but not entirely new, at least. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and if you don't notice you win the giveaway because you don't have audio on, that's kind of karma. Anyways, I'm not seeing anything from the other guy. Oh. Slow down, Russ, but it's all good. Just make sure your whispers are enabled to be whispered by a mod for the giveaway. And yeah, I guess we have to re-roll the AK.
Reroll the AK. Ready to go?
Yep. Go for it.
Another person who has followed today.
Well, he said, I am the AK, and he is indeed the AK.
He is the AK.
He is the AK.
Yeah, Demon, it is my AK, but I'm selling my soul.
Assuming it works.
The AK does work. It does shoot the enemies.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Where to just have your whispers on, and I'll
have
send it
whispers
over
enabled
to you,
on
mate.
Twitch, and then the rest will be covered. That, and please stick around and continue supporting.
Make sure I've got him noted down.
Yep.
Send him the right skin. And I think that's all for this intermission.
Yep, I believe that's all covered. Good to go. Sure, match is going to start live any second. So thank you for running the current ones, North. Hopefully everyone stays tuned.
See you in a bit.
Hope everyone's had a good time. Appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time.